I had some issues with a health unit, a local district health unit. A couple guys from there giving me a hard time, giving me a couple orders. I complied with the orders. They gave me a letter saying that everything was honky-dory, that I complied and I was good to go. And the following day, they gave me a summons to appear in court and hit me with three charges.
What charges?
One was obstruct a public health inspector. The other one was disobeying an order dated on July 11th, and then which was to install a water system. And the other one was the charge for disobeying an order July 25th to shut down your business.
Okay, what business was it? Was it a business that's registered in the public domain?
Yes, it was.
You got a license?
Yes, and I shut it down.
You were LLC, you're limited liability?
Yeah, incorporated, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So they have total jurisdiction control over you. You do know that. That's why you always see these legal Zooms and these, whatever this man is who promotes his LegalZoom.com, hitting it so hard, telling every single little man and woman you've got to get incorporated, you've got to become a LLC, so your assets can be. It's so that once you become an LLC incorporated, the town, the county, the parish, the state, the federal government, the UN can control you.
Yeah. So I complied with their orders.
Right.
And I put in a water system and shut the business down. But the day I shut the incorporated business down, I opened up in my own private capacity.
Oh, that's great. So what day did you unincorporate? What day did you shut it? Did you take it back into the
25th of July it was shut down, and the 26th of July I opened up in my own private capacity in my own name.
That's great. And what kind of business is it? Can the public actually walk into it, or what?
Yeah, it's like a butcher shop delicatessen.
Oh, that's great. Oh, this is going to be fun. So they're going to just try to say that you're filing all kinds of FDA and all kinds of EPA and all kinds of, they're going to violate all kinds of health codes now.
Yeah, I'm concerned that might be coming down the pipes.
Oh, and that's it's coming down. But like I said, you'd be more than glad to entertain any claim. But when somebody wants to file a complaint against you, obviously a man or woman is going to have to come forth with actual harm, actual loss, actual damages. They're going to have to produce a damage, not what conjecture, what might happen in the future if you don't comply. They're going to actually have to show, by your failing to comply, that this has been the cause of harm, injury, or loss to a man or a woman. And they're going to actually have to bring that man or woman to come forth with a claim.
In the statutory? Provincial?
No. Who knows what? Nobody knows. The only person who can come forth with a statutory complaint is the man who wrote the statute. If a state prosecutor comes forth and says that, we have a complaint, and according to this statute, okay, dude, the prosecutor, did you write that statute? No. Are you trying to interpret that statute? Well, yes. Why don't you get the guy who actually created that statute to come forth, point across the courtroom, and say that I violated that statute, and show me how by me violating that statute, and show me how there's joined between me and that statute. Show me. Are you going to be able to produce that man or woman that created that statute? Well, no, I'm just going to interpret it. Oh, really? Like I tell people a billion times. Like when I went to Chicago and I saw that Picasso in front of the Daily Plaza, the Picasso could just say, you know what? I just was hard up for money, and I decided to make this crazy contraption, and I sold it for $1 billion. And the city of Chicago bought this crap. But like I said, you could have professors and curators all over the world come over and explain how Picasso was trying to explain man's insignificance on planet Earth and the immenseness of the universe. And Picasso's like, look, I was just swindling a few bucks from the stupid, the mayor of Chicago back then. You know what? I got away with it, and I'm a rich man. So who created it is the only person who has the right to interpret it. You see what I'm trying to say about when this man coming at you with a statute?
So when Her Majesty has commanded me to appear on September 11th, what's the best way to handle that issue then?
You say that then. You said I would like, when it says Her Majesty. Her Majesty was it Her Royal Majesty or Her Majesty the Queen?
Oh, you are commanded in Her Majesty's name to appear at the courthouse on 11th of September and to appear thereafter as required by the court to be dealt with according to law.
Just say that you would like to get in contact with Her Majesty so that way you could settle this matter on a private matter between you and Her Majesty, because at this time you have yet to have a bill or the bill of particulars of what she's making a claim that you have done to cause her damage. See?
Yep, I gotcha.
Just like with you and me. If I was telling you to appear in court, what would you write to me? You say, obviously, I've never met Karl Lentz in my life. But obviously, Karl Lentz, you know what? I'd like to settle this in private call, man to man. Karl, is there some reason why you still haven't sent me the bill or the bill of particulars of how I might have damaged you, or my business might have damaged you, or my food, or can you please send me the bill? Can you please send me an itemized statement of the bill, Karl, so I can compensate you for any wrong that I may have done? God bless and Godspeed. That's exactly what you should write back.
Yeah,
obviously not write back Karl Lentz, write more like a Majesty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've sent that letter to them back in July, and they haven't responded.
What did the letter read?
That I'm willing to compensate any man or woman that I've caused harm.
No man or woman is making a claim has caused harm. Her Majesty is claiming.
Her Majesty.
Look, I named my second daughter Her Majesty. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
So when Her Majesty is making a claim against you, buddy, you better answer her.
Answer her. Gotcha.
Yeah, you better answer her. Because that's her name, is Her Majesty. Oh, you think it's funny? It was funny. There was some guy called on my show, Malcolm. He actually called his kid Drizzle, Raindrop, Bucket. And another kid is named Amicus Curie.
Really?
So he's got Raindrop, Drizzle, Bucket, and Amicus Curie as four of his kids' names. So don't tell me he couldn't call his kid Her Majesty, because this guy would.
Yeah.
So just because Her Majesty is some you to appear, or Bucket, or Raindrop, or Drizzle, or Amicus Curie, you better believe you better appear. Because those names are very real, and they are attached to a man or a woman. So you're just going to play it off that there's a man or a woman that's making a claim that you've done something wrong. And obviously, when you send that letter, obviously you're going to send a very simple letter. You go to something simple like that. And when you don't say, I hope to hear back with her within 72 hours. And when you don't hear something back within 72 hours, you're going to send it again. You're going to send it registered. And then when they still don't answer, then you're going to have them properly served. You're going to get a process server to have them properly served. It's like what I say all the time. It's like, say I go to a restaurant, and I hate spaghetti. Say, linguine or some bullshit like that. And some waiter comes by and throws some linguine in front of me. I say, what is this? He says, you've been served. No, I haven't. I haven't been properly served. I didn't order this. Where did this come from? It's like, well, it came from over there. It's like, well, who ordered it? I don't know, but it's yours now. No, it's not. I haven't been properly served. You've got to be served properly. You've got to have them. The process server is going to be able to come forward into the court on your behalf and say that this is the letter that we got from this address. This is the person who signed it. This is the man or the woman. I made a presentment of this wonderful letter, whatever you're sending over to them. Answer, notice, whatever you're going to present to them.
Yep.
And I delivered it, I properly served it upon this person, and this person chose to disregard it or chose not to answer it.
So you have to do 3 steps, or can you go? You have to do 3 steps, or you go right?
Right. You say, I've tried to get in touch with Her Majesty, but she refuses to communicate with me. What more do you want me to do?
And you have to go through all 3 steps, so regular mail, registered mail.
You just go right to the service. You go right to the process server.
Yeah.
You want to spend $100? Go right to the process server.
Yeah, we're short on time too.
Yeah. That's what Bali did, man. Bali does it all the time. He goes right to the process server.
Gotcha.
Anytime he's going after somebody, he just goes right to the process server. Make sure that the process server fills out an affidavit. The affidavit just says, upon this date, August 28, 2014, I duly officer of this court, give this court notice that I placed upon in this hands of this, whatever, the party known as Her Majesty, this document from this man, and in accordance to the Canadian whatever.
Yeah. So to identify Her Majesty is how? Is it the prosecutor or is it the court?
It's something just that funny. You could just say that to them. That's too funny. It's like, look, I need to know the address of Her Majesty so I could serve her in a proper manner. I need to have a process server deliver my documents upon Her Majesty so I can communicate with her, because obviously the location or this office that supposedly represents Her Majesty is not moving this document forward to her, because I know she's an honorable Majesty, and I'm sure that she would answer me by now.
Very good.
Yeah, some crazy shit like that, man. It drives me totally loopy. Yeah. And I'm doing this, man, just laying down laughing my ass off.